Hey there guys, Demo73 here, bringing you the coverage of my pack openings for my set pre-release as we've done before. So this is the Battle for Asparacia pre-release. Gonna start seeing shift cards, gonna see what we get to do with the deck. So as we talked about before, when I do a pre-release, I quickly open my packs as fast as possible, look for things that I think are gonna be effective. So right off the bat, I see that full art Allosaurus, which is automatically pushing me towards red, just because having a kind of finisher like that is really awesome and sealed. Going into the second pack, see another axe, which is also pushing me more towards red, as well as we see a special stone there, which is really nice because that also pushes me into a second color, and it happened to be the stone that lets me get the other colors too. First Fight Samoria, so pretty good there. Third pack, nothing really good, but I did get my first shift card, so I'm kind of going through really quickly. Again, I got a second axe, I got a moon, which is really nice. It's a strong blocker and sealed, and then Alice of Shadow, with the flip side being Alice of Light. So first look at what a shift card looks like. Pretty nice. Pack number 4. Opening that as fast as possible here. Again, we're getting, I have a Hair of Inaba, which is green, which is for some consistency's sake. I'm already kind of feeling like I'm going to be pushed towards green-red, even just opening my packs, which is kind of ironic because I told Will that green-red is seemed pretty bad in this set. But here we go, I got another Hair of Inaba in this pack. So more consistency's sake, and as well as a Time Gazer Elf, so that's in drop power. So sixth and final pack. And we got another Allosaurus, which definitely just solidifies the fact that I'm playing red, and with everything else probably going to go green. So the next step we've talked about before is I just try to sort everything out by color. So I'm just going to go ahead and let that happen here. And while I'm doing this, I'm looking for cards that I think are going to be the most powerful, as well as the colors that I have the most of, to try to push myself into being as diverse, not as diverse as possible, so I can have consistency with my stones. We've got everything sorted out. We're looking at cards from each color that I think are going to be most effective. I'm always looking at the bigger piles first, starting with fire. We need to get some kind of burn damage with the axes and Volga, lots of other crazy things. Sanguine Arena, and of course the 2 Allosauruses. Just looking into the green, this is like my protection and consistencies kind of stuff. Having able to flash, bring stuff back from the graveyard, protect stuff, maybe gain some life.
or clean bathrooms.
As well as some stat pumps.
Let's show a map.
One thing to watch out for, which is something I'm kind of notorious for doing, is forgetting that I'm playing a 20 card deck. So I grab a lot of draw power when I don't need it and end up punishing myself by drawing out. Light in this set is primarily used for life gain. I got the bunny trap, but I didn't get like any bunnies, so that was kind of a worthless card. Boars is a really good card. I honestly probably should have used it, but I decided against it. I got like 0 machines, but Moon is just a powerhouse. That's a blocker and sealed.
Oh, hello guys.
Wow. What's going here?
Good.
And I got like 0 good blue cards, so like
there he
those
is.
getting used. So now I'm going to try to sort everything out and see what my curve is. That's the next step here. Seeing where all my curve cards is, because I've kind of gone through every color looking at what I think I want to use. Just debating about all the stars, and then I looked at my list and I was like, I don't really have anything that's too huge. So I end up deciding to go ahead and use him because he's, even though he costs 5, he's a 10/10 with swiftness, which can really be devastating. So now I'm just kind of thinking about what to fill in the spots with. Seeing if there's anything in particular that I want to try to get. I probably honestly should have used those decoys, but hindsight is 20/20. It's a really good card, especially being able to dodge removal and replay cards and seal is really helpful. Looking at any of the splashable colors here to see if there's anything that I really need. Darkness really didn't have anything for me, even though I got that discard card. Light for some life gain. Gathering Other Fairies is easy enough for me to play with 1 cost. Again, I want some defense, so having the last Soldier of Gloria to be able to get some life gain and some extra protection in there. I figured I could side into Down the Drain if I saw any fire cards, but I go ahead and after I count up, I realized that I put it in there, but then I decided to cut it out because I needed to get rid of 1 more card. That actually puts me down to 20 cards. Because I realized the fairy drop is actually probably more effective overall. So then I'm just going to figure out counting everything up, making sure there's nothing else that I want to try to grab. Anything else in any of the colors. Think about trying to find the Belsavarian, but then again I was like, I don't really have any way to exile stuff, and again I need to cut a card, so I'm looking at trying to figure out my stone count. So he ends up getting tossed. So we move on to the third part, or the next part I guess, which would be trying to figure out my stones, making sure I have 20 cards here. So 20 cards, moving on to, this is the third part, trying to figure out my stones, which is I'm trying to sort by color to see what kind of stones I need. So lots of red, lots of green, and then a little bit of the other ones, but I only need 1 color of each of those. So it's pretty similar, pretty close to 50-50. So because I had the first flight to Moria, and I needed 8 card stone deck, I'm going to be going, I think about it for a little bit, and I decide to go with 3 wind stones to back up the first flight, and then 4 fire stones. So first flight I can grab every single time, because I plan on playing Clockwork Magic Furnace, because I didn't pack a ruler. So I can grab first flight every single time, which then lets me kind of just filter into whatever color I need. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my stones, and then sleeve it up, and do my test hand. So there you have it. There's the lineup all set and ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and do a sleeve up and a test hand real quick. So the whole purpose of this is to make sure that I don't need to make any last minute changes, see what my kind of opening hands might look like and where I can kind of take them. I talked about this before. You know, this deck is kind of pretty aggressive. Being on the play, getting that Sanguine Arena is pretty devastating. You can pretty much kill any turn 1 play your opponent puts. So I go ahead and decide to grab the Firestone with Clockwork Magic Furnace. Get that out there, which is a pretty strong start. And the next turn, you know, I can start making moves from there to play creatures or play like my my moon or something like that, and just kind of set up a defensive wall until I can get my big creatures in play. I'm playing 1, burning the whole arena for 4 because I've already burned it during the upkeep, and swinging for 5 with my dude. So again, that makes me feel kind of really good about this. Next turn, drawing into my boss monster, so now I can kind of sit on that. There's very little swiftness in this format, so most of my stuff is going to be able to survive. Use First Flight's Memoria to be able to filter the green into a red. Got Volga out there to be able to start doing burn damage. If I need it, draw to my next card and ping you in the upkeep for 200 damage. Tap for stone. At this point I have all kinds of options. So yeah, it makes me feel really confident about the deck. So be sure to come back later today, guys. Hopefully, I'm at camp right now, so things are kind of a little bit weird, but hopefully by later today I will have the first round footage for you guys to take a look at. But until that time, this is DMO73 signing off.